You have to understand YouTube it's all about transitioning and doing different things, okay? I can't stay stuck, I can't stay stiff, and I can't stay boring. That's why you have.
'Cause the way you're looking at me keeps driving me mad. Don't understand how you do it to me. I wanna go back, but I can't even sleep when you're next to me. Oh, I don't know how you do it. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me? I don't know how long I can go, taking it slow. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me?
Well, hello. Happy Friday. HerSheMe, it's me. HerSheMe, it's you. HerSheMe, it's us. On this day, let me just say, y'all might hear like the lawnmower and they cutting the grass, because they cutting the grass in the behind me at the school. And I ain't got time to wait to come on here and speak. I want to speak right now, because for one, I just got off. For two, I want to lay down for an hour or two. For three, because my baby get out at noon. So, yeah. Anyways, HerSheMe, it's me. HerSheMe, it's you. HerSheMe, it's us. Okay? How are we doing on this Friday? We made it, okay? The end of the week, we made it to that Friday. Thank God for Friday. I hope we woke up in an amazing space. I hope we woke up acknowledging some things about ourselves that we have not acknowledged, or I would say, well, we have been totally looking over. You understand? I hope we somehow acknowledged it, okay? I hope we said something good to ourselves. I always say, make sure you speak good into yourself. Speak good into yourself. Speaking good into yourself allow you to see the good. And I don't think only allowing you to see the good, but also allow you to receive the good, okay? Let's see. I hope that we woke up having self-love for ourselves, loving ourselves more than we have been, okay? Pouring more into ourselves than we have on this day, on this Friday. I have made it through the week, and today is Friday. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to speak good into myself. I am going to allow myself to be stronger than I think that I can be. On this Friday, I will not walk around being weak. I will not walk around being broken. I will not walk around being hurt. I will not walk around being being in pain on this day. Then that's where I would say on this day, what are you allowing yourself to give? What are you allowing yourself to be on this day, on this beautiful Friday, on this happy Friday, okay? What are you allowing yourself to be? And I wanted to say that is because I was going to get on here, and I was even at work and I was thinking about something. Remember when I did the video Wednesday, I wanted to say something. Then I said, no, I just talk about it in the video. But then it came back to me, and I wanted to come back and just kind of like throw it at y'all to show like, what am I thinking here? So that's why. And then also with that, I heard, what are you allowing yourself to be on this day? Because y'all know I would normally say, what are you giving? You know what I'm saying? What are you giving on this day? But then I say, what are you allowing yourself to be on this day? Because sometimes it's up to us what we allow ourselves to give. You understand? What we allow ourselves to give and what we allow ourselves to receive. You understand? Sometimes we don't want to allow ourselves to be better or give better. We just want to stay stuck. Sometimes we don't want to allow ourselves to even receive better, because I'm so stuck in the mode of just being where I am and being content with what I'm given. not allowing different, not allowing change, not allowing better, and not allowing to receive it at the end. So maybe that's something that you probably want to question yourself. What am I allowing myself to be on this happy Friday? Whatever it is that anybody is going through and you just trying to break free from. As I said to one of my subscribers in the comments, sometimes we cross things without knowing that we are walking into something, or walking into something that we need to see or that we need to hear. But once we walk into, or I would say step into, or once we open our ears to really listen, sometimes it's things that we really need, but we didn't know that we needed it until we heard it, until I stepped into it. Then I say somewhere in there, my mind and my body and my soul, it needed this. It needed this. Somewhere in there. Rafa. I hope we are recognizing to release to let go, acknowledging to face to address, and address to allow yourself to speak, okay? So many people will like it if you don't speak, if you just be quiet, if you just accept and have nothing to say. So many people will like it if you are just that way. A lot of people don't like you speaking. A lot of people don't want to hear the feedback. A lot of people don't want you to express yourself. A lot of people don't want you to express how you feel. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Hold it in. It ain't good to hold in. Express yourself. Somehow, even when I'm saying speaking out loud, it could be on paper. It could be on paper. It could be, it's time for me to speak. I haven't been speaking in so many years, but it's time for me to speak. It's time for me to face this and address this. It's time for me to do it. And that's what I say again. What are you allowing yourself to be? Are you allowing yourself to be carefree? Because at this point on this day, I don't want to stay barricaded. I don't want to stay bounded. I don't want to stay stuck. I don't want to stay trapped. I want to break free. If I allow myself to break free, So that's HerSheMe, and that's all I'm giving y'all of HerSheMe today. But I want to come to y'all because y'all, I've been thinking, and it was crazy to me. I was at work. Not only did I think about it at work, I was at home too, and I thought of it too. Remember when I came on here and I talked about souls? I don't forgot what I titled that video. I don't know if it was was it the mind of a soul, the heart of a soul, something about the soul, okay? And I was saying how certain things that we can't see, but sometimes we can feel, you understand? So many lost souls out here just trying to find their way in any crack, any hole, any weak spot, they're just trying to find their way, okay? And then I would come across and say every soul that's trying to find their way, all of them ain't bad, okay? I think it's some good ones out here too that sometimes they get lost, you understand? And I say get lost because then you wonder why do sometimes I have a soul or something floating through my house, floating through my home? Because at one point, maybe that was their home. Or at another point, maybe they just lost and then this is somewhere within there that it landed, okay? I don't know, y'all. Just listen to me, okay? So, you know how people always say sometimes when you have, I would say little kids, when you have people say, oh, you act like you've been here before. or the way that the child carries themselves, or the way that they speak, or the character of the child, you have people say, oh, they done been here before, okay? That's one. And then you know how sometimes you meet somebody and you say, oh, you remind me, okay, say for instance, like, oh, you remind me of my grandmother, or you remind me of my mother. And just say for instance they have passed, okay? And then it goes to say, oh, you remind me so much of my grandmother, or my grandmother was just like this, or my mother, or my father, my auntie, whoever it may be, okay? The person has a soul to remember, okay? A soul that you remember. And it's so distracting because it's so much noise. Y'all probably can't hear it, but I can, and it's kind of distracting me. But I'm finna still speak. Yeah, like reoccurring, okay? Because you say, they remind me so much. Now, I was wondering, in those different situations, and even with kids, and how they act and say, oh, it seemed like they've been here before. Who says they haven't been here before? And that's where I say, is it so that we know that souls live on? But is there any way that when birthing a child or bringing life into the world, old souls are able to be, I would say, rebirthed? I guess I would put it rebirth, okay? Into something, because you know how sometimes you say, well, so-and-so passed away. They might come back as a butterfly, or, you know, you never know. But how do you not know when people are carrying different babies, or are pregnant, that you're not carrying a soul that been here before? You understand? A soul that been here before, that was rebirthed in a different life. You understand? Am I making sense, y'all? In a different life. In a different life that allows you to acknowledge the fact of, it seems like they've been here before. But what if it is that they actually have been here before? The soul that I am carrying, the soul of me, of who I am becoming, I've been here before. Then it make you question and wonder, how is our soul created? Then it falls back to making me wonder, this is weird, when you say, oh, they remind me of such and such. Or they remind me, they seem so much like my grandparents. So they remind me of anybody. But how do you not know? Whoever that person is, that's not carrying the soul of who you used to know. That allows you to reminisce and allows you to feel comfortable to say, they remind me so much of such and such. How do you not know that this is not a soul that, I would say, rebirthed, but that was brought back to life through someone else? But then that's where you go to say, I am here. You understand? but you really can't identify me, but you feel me. You feel me to recognize me, to say, you remind me of my grandmother. Maybe I'm her. Maybe this is where my soul has landed. But I can't speak and say, hey, it's me. But the outside appearance is not me. But the inner, where your soul resides. Because if a soul is removed, you have nothing. Understand? It's empty. So it makes you wonder. And what do y'all think? Y'all think it's possible? Because you say, okay, maybe somebody pregnant, this baby's, it's coming together, gotta give life and this and that. But where's the soul created from? Am I birthing a baby with an old soul? An old soul that's coming to life again as or through, I'm saying. And that's where you say, they seem like they've been here before because they've been here before. But I'm coming now in a different form, okay? I'm just saying. It's like you have so many empties, but somewhere in there, life has to be given. There are souls that's probably able to be rebirthed to live again. You understand? Do it make sense, y'all? Or am I talking crazy? But see, I ain't even want to go there. But see, it's crazy how it just popped up to me like that. Because when you have somebody say, "Oh, you remind me of such and such," and not saying that it's somebody that's up in the present. It's somebody that has passed. It's somebody that you once knew. Then somebody out the blue that you finally meet or you come across. They make you feel so comfortable and so welcomed because they grace you with their presence. But by gracing you with their presence, it reminds you of someone you once knew. But as I say again, how do you know that this is not who you once knew? Coming to you in as a different person. But I'm still carrying the soul. The soul of who I am or who I was, and that is what you can feel and you can recognize, but you don't know that it's me. I'm just saying, it makes sense to me. Or I'm just making up some weird stuff, and y'all looking at me like, girl, what is you talking? I don't know, it crossed my mind, and I just ain't went away. Because I go like, we're created. We are given life. But how is our souls created? When we pass away, our soul lives on. Our soul lives on to go to a different home. But don't you think some of the souls out here get lost? Some of the souls somewhere wander around. And some of the souls get a chance to come back. But not as they self, but being rebirthed, given life again, maybe coming as a newborn infant. Okay? That's why I know so much. Because I've been here before. That's why you can recognize and understand you've been here before. But you really don't know and understand deep down within my soul, I've been here before. But it's the old soul that was instilled within me to give me full life, to bring me in. And then I want to say, just like sometimes we have a connection with people, and it's just like the connection. It reminds you of somebody that you know or someone that you once lost. How do you not know that it's not them? Just coming to you in a different form, a different person. But I can't speak to tell you it's me. I can just grace you with the soul that you once knew of me. You understand? I don't know, y'all. I don't know where they came from. I don't know. And I tell you, that's what I mean when I say sometimes I be having some weird thoughts. And it's just like, and I throw it out there. And I really don't want to talk about it because it's like, what am I giving? Where is this coming? How do I? But that's the part of HerSheMe. And that's the part of me just trying to understand it. That's the part of me also understanding when I finally came to think about I understand why we are so different. I understand why we are so moody. I understand why we may wake up and we just not with it. And some days it's not okay. And some days it's just because we are the seasons. We are the wet. What did I say? We're just like the seasons. We are part of the weather. We are a part of it all. Because we are made of dirt. So everything that I think dirt and soil go through, I think we go through the same. Because we are, as they say, we are nature. We is nature. How can I say it? It sounds funny. We are nature, okay? Nature is a part of us, okay? Not if you say, no, it is, okay? I'm made of dirt, okay? So when it's hot outside, you got the soil and the dirt, it dries, it do this, it do that. When it's raining heavily, it gets all, we are the same. That's why some days we wake up and we be in so much pain. Some days we wake up and we be in confusion. Some days we wake up and we just don't have it together. Some days we wake up and we bright and sunny and happy. And some days we just feeling very blue. Feeling rainy. And some days we struggling because we feel like a drought. Just don't have enough. We are in tune with the seasons and the weather. If you think about it. Now it come across me with souls. Souls? Then you ask, what soul do you carry on? And then that's where I say you have to understand when I said before, when you out here, shield yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Don't go out here and be out and about and you weak, you broken, you ain't good. Because you got cracks. Your soul is so softened, okay? It's cracking. So dry. Anything can creep in. But sometimes then you say, well, what am I carrying on? Is it me? Or is it a soul of others? It's possible. It's possible. It makes so much sense. And it might not make sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. And I could just be, overthinking the situation. I don't know, y'all. But that's how I be. That's what I was thinking. And that has never left. I was going to talk about it, never left. And I said, maybe the souls is rebirth to live on. And we don't know how they really live on. Nobody knows, okay? Nobody knows. But it makes sense to when you say, oh, you remind me of, oh, they remind me so much of such and such. How you know it's not them? Gracing you with their presence, but not able to acknowledge you and say, hey, it's me. Acknowledging you with the things I know. I'm just a kid. I shouldn't know that. It seemed like I've been here before. What soul am I carrying? I'm just saying. Maybe I have been here before. And I'm back to be around you, next to you, to still be with you. But you just don't recognize me because it's not for you to recognize me. And that's where we go. So many souls live on. If they're allowed to live on. Okay? Anyways, y'all, I guess. But then comment down below. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me. Just say, HerSheMe, it's me. Lie. Stop. Or just, I don't know. Anyways, y'all. Happy Friday. Continue to have a good, great, and blessed Friday. Continue to walk with your head up. If you're in a funk right now, it's going to be okay. Okay? As you know, it rains, it pours. It's sunny and it's pretty. So many changes that you have to adapt to. So many changes that you adapt to figure your own way out to get through it. You understand? And that's what I say for y'all on this day. Keep being amazing. Keep striving. Keep working on yourself. Keep working hard. Keep acknowledging the things that you need around you and within you, okay? To make you better, to strengthen you. Stop letting stuff drain and pull you and break you down. Break free. You understand? It's okay to break free. It's okay not to want to stay stuck and trapped in the same way I done been year after year after year after year. You don't want to be that way. I want to smell the fresh air today on this Friday. HerSheMe, it's me. HerSheMe, it's you. HerSheMe, it's us.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleepers. I got a queen, she lit me to eat it. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snippet. We well overdue for that link up in person.